Hi, everybody. Good morning. Oh, okay, I'm thinking. There we go. It took a bit. See it? See the gears working? Hey, okay. I wanted to save that. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys this morning? You are on the perfect site, Michelle. Wherever you are perfect. Like Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. Um, we actually have a different version of that here in the house, but we're not going to go there. Right. It's practically perfect in every way. Good morning, everybody. Just chilling out this morning, having a great morning. Can you guys hear me okay? Good morning, Jesus and Denise and Dawn. I really do need one of those romper room. I'm going to find one. I'm going to make one. I'm going to make one. Um, Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful this morning. So, what are we talking about this morning? We are normally I get on in 5 minutes, and that's my 5 minute morning. And I'm going to put this up here so people know that if you are on the late bloomers page, if you're on the late bloomers page, head over to the My Mystical Life page because I didn't want to exclude anybody, but they don't let me see your name. So, oh, awesome. They don't let me see your name. So that's what I have going on. Just so much stuff. So this morning, I get to tell everybody that is in Kansas City area, Kansas City, here we come. We're going to be in Kansas City Saturday afternoon, just for fun and lunch. Basically, we are picking up some stuff over there at the IKEA, and sadly, the closest IKEA is 5 hours away. So, we are heading over to Kansas City. You were just watching last night's video, Vicky. You were so cute last night, you little red. Oh, I loved it. It was so cute. So adorable. What are we doing? So we're going to be in Kansas City on Saturday. We're going to pick a place to go to lunch. And if anybody wants to join us for lunch, you're more than welcome to. I know we have like 4 or 5 people in that area that we've been dying to actually meet in person, face to face, before the cruise. So that is share to the UK. Awesome. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I'm just sitting here going, really? It's so early. It's not early. It really isn't early. I'm saying it's early for shenanigans. Shenanigans. Good morning, my sister. Thank you. Your boobs looked huge and low. Oh my God. Okay. So, good morning, everybody. We are going to, I appreciate everybody for sharing. You know I do. I always do. A matter of fact, I haven't shared at all. Oh, I love this question. I love this question. And it's why I do what I do. What spiritual gifts do I have and how can I use them? Great YouTube question, by the way. Great YouTube question. Um, Everybody's gifted. Everybody is gifted. It's just a matter of figuring out which way you pick up on things. And I can tell you what they are. I can tell you what your gifts are, which is one of my things. I don't understand why I do. I guess I do understand why I can pull that out of the air because I tortured the first intuitive I talked to about it for hours. And she was so patient with me. And I think my guides went, okay, we're just going to let her filter this stuff through. I can tell that you're very, you've got a combination going. It's 00 Huva. You have a combination going. I know you're clairaudient, but I also feel like you're clairsentient. You have this really strong just knowing. You have this really strong just knowing. So I guess we're going to talk about gifts this morning, you guys. What are your gifts? The key is to any intuitive, you guys. Everybody's an intuitive. Okay. Everybody in the planet's an intuitive. Look at my sage gone crazy. I'm going to have smoker's lungs. Stop. That's enough. Okay. Thank you. We're done with that. So the key here is figuring out what they are, A, and how you have them come across. Because, good morning, Courtney Fleck. Courtney Fleck, congratulations, girl. I'm so excited for you. I can't barely stand it. Everybody give a shout out for Courtney Fleck and just say congratulations. She's part of our family, basically. She's part of our family. So as we move forward talking about this, I need you guys to know that everybody can do this. Everybody can do this. I didn't think. I'm reading something. I'm so excited. They have a third player coming, guys. I love that. It was a great announcement. I just thought it was adorable. So when we're trying to figure out what our skill is, here's what makes this really, really difficult, but not, I guess. We do it all the time. Smoke is crazy. I am saged. I am saged. Hold on, let me find out what to do in it. There we go. Oh, now I got ash all. We're all okay. Hi, everybody. So, we do it all the time. We are always picking up information. That's why I teach the class about it. Matter of fact, you guys, shameless plug. We have a class starting January 4th or 5th. I can't remember. January 4th or 5th. Yeah, ISIS. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with either the 5G or the internet connection. It's not just us, okay? It is everybody is having internet connections. It is not just us. It's everybody. I see it collectively across the world, actually, with people I talk to across the world. So we do all of our intuitive things every day, and we don't really realize it because it's ingrained into us that it is normal. That we have, when we're younger, we have imaginary friends, or what is that? I have a new thing on my, I'm terrified to touch it. I'm terrified to touch the page because I'm like, what is that? But I will in a little bit. So it is, it's important just to be able to sit back and look at some of the things we do on a daily basis and discover that there's really beautiful things under the internet got COVID too, right? That we have. Yeah, she made you ground. I'm I'm totally grounding in front of my computer all the time. And it just, when I get frustrated with it is when it goes south really badly. Like if sparks could fly off of it, it would. So as we are, I'm sorry, I keep having to go back. As we are going through our day, we pick up information that we don't really give a whole lot of thought to. How many people, just give me have ever thought of somebody and then they called that day? You might not have talked to them in years, or you run them into them in the store. Who's ever done that? Give me a me. Good morning, Crystal. Who's ever? Oh no, it is across the board, you guys. It's across the board. So who's ever done that? Give me a me. Have you ever thought of somebody and then they just show up? Okay. Right. We do this, you guys. We have, look at how many people. Isn't that amazing? Let's talk about similarities that we thought maybe, and here's some other things you're going to learn, that you do some things that maybe other people don't do and you thought everybody did. Look at you guys. Look at everybody. Right? So let's see. What is one thing that let's do this. What is one thing you do that you think or thought everybody used to do? That one is a big one because we'll find out not peculiarities about us, but singularities, okay? Where we thought everybody did it, and then we find out that they didn't. Like, I thought everybody had the hearing level that I have. I can hear things on the other side of a room, a huge room. Our shop was 3,500 square feet, and I could have everything going around me, managing this, working on my client, and hear what was going on the other side in the corner. I thought everybody could do that. And they would be over there going, how the hell does she hear us? They're whispering. How the hell does she hear us? And I thought everybody could do it. Come find out they can't. So, what is it you do that you think is a singularity? And I'm going to tell you what it is as soon as we have all these in. I'm going to tell you what it is. I got to see. Obviously, my eyesight isn't as good as my hearing. Okay. So, good morning from Canada, where it's cold. Always, or I talk to somebody and then they turn up and message, right? Isn't that common? I think my gifts are broken and it didn't come with a manual. It does not come with a manual. I wish it did. You can take classes and you can learn to perfect it. There's a lot of confidence issues when it comes to intuition, you guys. There's a lot of getting available, putting yourself out there and having communication with other people. We can go, I'm do this or I do that, or I feel like I do this, I feel like I do that. But the confidence to actually settle that into your energetic field and say, I am very capable and confident enough to go out and do that if that's what I choose to do, is step into other people's energy and do readings or follow my intuition on a daily basis. These are really important things. Because if we're following our intuition, we are part of a collective, you guys. We are part of a collective of information, believe it or not. And it stems back all the way to when our first human experiment started here. My guides tell me there are 6 layers of civilizations underneath what we know. 6. That's a lot of experiments, guys. And I call it an experiment because they have done them, started over, done them, and started over. And who is they? Who wants to give me an idea of who they is? This is my question morning. I get to ask questions. And we started with, this was going to be, I didn't anticipate doing cards this morning just because that 5-minute thing has been racking my nerves this week, but I'm doing it. I was 6 minutes yesterday. So let's see what you guys say is your singularity. Jen Mason, I've always predicted situations before they happen. So that's precog. It's not me either thinking of it beforehand. It just comes out of my mouth and the boilers start to break tomorrow. Then it happened. There's so much just to say before it happens. Yes. Incredible. Because it's a precog thing when it's like a prophecy. It's like a prophecy. Good morning, everybody. God consciousness. Thor is totally correct. God consciousness. There's so many names for it, but we're going to go with God consciousness for the moment. But there's extraterrestrial aspects to this as well. So other planetary inhabitants, absolutely. Precog is really cool. I get it. If I've done it about an earthquake. It scared the crap out of my mother-in-law. We were sitting at breakfast one morning, and it just pops right out of your mouth sometimes. And I was sitting there, and I was in between bites of scrambled eggs, and I went, "Oh my God, there's going to be an earthquake in New York tomorrow, or there's going to be an earthquake in New York soon." And she just kind of looked at me. Now, my mother-in-law is totally on board with this. She's like, "Okay." My mother, on the other hand, not so much. And she just looked at me and she went, all right. So she called me later that day. She goes, do you realize there was just like a 5 point something in New York City? And I'm like, shut the front door. You got to be kidding me. How cool is that? You predicted a tornado. This is incredible stuff. So here's the thing. We don't think a whole lot about it, right? We don't think a whole lot about it because we're like, oh, look, I said the boilers were going to break. Oh, that's pretty cool. But if you, or I predicted a tornado or an earthquake or things like that. I had a very bad feeling another Malaysian airliner would go down after the first one. I was watching another airliner go over. You know, we have things like this. And if we paid more attention to them, guess what happens? It happens more. It's just like your guide communication. When you talk to your guides more often, your guides talk back. Yeah, that's what happens. It just pops out of your mouth in between eggs. So the more we practice, the more it happens. And this is relevant. Good morning, Sue L. This is relevant for every aspect of our intuition. So I had a dream of an accident, and months later in another state, I seen the whole thing that happened in a dream happen in another state the same way I dreamt it. Amazing, right? Sad that there was an accident, but that validation also made you remember the dream more, right? Because now you're going, huh, yeah, wow. Recently, a family member passed away, and every time I think about him, my chest hurts and I can't breathe. Turns out he had a heart attack when he was very young. So that is also a message. It's also a message. So maybe that person is trying to say, hey, please pass on comfort to somebody else. Now, here's the thing. You have to be comfortable enough with people to do that. Room swap. You have to, oh, thank you, Jenny. Was that you, Jennifer? You have to be confident in your ability, in your environment, and by that I mean the people that you're around, to say this happened. Now, I'm very, 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 very fortunate to have the wonderful husband and family that I do, and friends that when I first started this, I mean, I was just a nail technician floating through life. I had depression. I had issues, and for me to come out one day and say, I don't even know how I started it. I don't even know how I started the conversation. How do you start the conversation with others? I think I see dead people. I think I'm hearing things. Your father, your stepdad is my guide. How do you do that? I didn't even remember, because I have a hard time remembering past this. And isn't that beautiful though? I had ones that I bought and everything that my daughter wants from the super, asking beforehand. Yeah. Isn't that how many have gone to the store and picked up something because you thought, I bet so-and-so would like this evening. And then you get home and they're like, I was going to call you and ask you to get me something. Right? This is intuition. You were just never a nail technician. I did it for 20 years. I was a nail technician. And now this last week, I've have the urge to have my nails done. So if you guys see my nails in slut red, it's because I broke the chain and I went and got my nails done. Actually, I would do it myself. I wouldn't have any nails done. I've seen things. I've seen things. Good morning. Good morning. So anybody in the Kansas City area, we will be in Kansas City on Saturday for lunch. We are picking up cabinets at IKEA, and that happens to be the closest IKEA. So we're going to be over that way if anybody is interested in having lunch. I know I have to get Nancy Bulliard because she'll be super upset if I don't. Just is a huge word, right? They're psychologists. Oh my God. The things I have heard, you guys, and the things I have seen are horrific. Okay. Horrific. I can't even. We sit there and you just have to go with it. You have to. I'm so glad that I don't do this when I was then. It's supposed to snow. Honey, it's supposed to snow. What? It's supposed to snow in Kansas City. Okay, Sam says so. Come down to Canada for IKEA, right? I love that. Can I use that, Vicki? Can I use that? I'll put your name under it. I swear I will. Oh my gosh. I want to use that. I need it. Hold on. I need a screenshot. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Don't screen. Don't scroll. Okay. Oh, don't do that. Okay. Vicky says, roses are red, violets are blue. I now see dead people and they're right behind you. Have a great day. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, girl. I'll talk to you about it because I actually put it down in writing. Also, when my husband was at the store, I sent him a telepathic message to pick something up just to see if he would do it, and he did. It was really, really interesting. I think some of the biggest aha moments for my family, or for Sam at least, what to think. I mean, my kids may think I'm crazy. I don't know. Was Mr. Fry, you come and sit down?
No,
You're working? Okay. Was Sam and I were.
Are you working, or are you talking with?
I'm online. Sam and I were laying.
Well, sometimes you just talk to yourself too. So.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes I do. He's so cute. um, so, so good morning, everybody. So we were laying in bed, and it was like twilight sleep time, and it was the beginning of my journey, and I was laying there, and I was kind of chuckling because one of my guides that came, my first guide was my father-in-law, and we were like oil and water. We never got along. Well, we loved each other. We just didn't get along very well in life. We had different ideas, and huh? Yeah. And so I was laying there, and Jim, my stepfather, was Oculus too. Here you go. Was sitting there chatting with me, and we were laughing about Sam. Now, mind you, we're laying in bed. Sam, I thought, was sleeping, and I just kind of chuckled just a tiny little bit, and what had happened was Jim showed me a picture, a high school, an elementary school picture of Sam, or maybe it was middle school. It was really bad. A middle school picture of Sam in this plaid shirt, right? I think it was like blue and black. I can't remember anymore. And yeah, I talk to myself all the time. And but am I really? See, right? Is it live or is it memory? Anyways, so I was laying there and I just chuckled, just the tiniest little bit. I chuckled about this picture. And all of a sudden I hear from the other side of the bed, I don't know what is going on over there, but all I'm seeing is this blue and black or whatever color plaid that I had going on. And I kind of went, okay. So I told him, I said, look, I'm talking, Jim and I are chatting back and forth, and he showed me this picture of you in a plaid shirt. And I think that was Jim's way of saying, hey, that little bit of telepathy that goes between intuitive people is just a glimmer of what we're capable of. Isn't that amazing? So honestly, I didn't have a whole lot of teachers when I started. And the reason I teach is because of that. The reason I teach is because I didn't have a whole lot of people to stand there and say, okay, this is what's spectacular about you. And I know it was really crazy. It was cool. At the beginning of a journey, you just go, what the hell? So I invite you.
We're taking our shoes off the other night.
Oh yeah, with us taking our shoes off the other night too. Nancy, Kansas City this weekend. Let you know that. Just letting you know. So we were sitting on the couch the other night, and instantaneously, same time, we started taking our exactly the same way we were taking our shoes off. Like exactly, it looked like a mirror. It was hysterical, and we looked at each other like, "That's not." But so I invite you. We have a class starting in January, and if you're on here and you guys have taken the class and you're late bloomers, give me a whoop whoop. Give me a whoop whoop. We have a lot of late bloomers on here. People that are now reading. If you guys caught our session last night, if you didn't, go watch the recording. It's on my Mystical Life Facebook page. I know I'll get. It was just decided, Nancy. So I'll get with you. I'll message you in a little bit. But we have a class starting in January, and at the end of it's a 3-month class, and we meet every week, and we do that on purpose. It is a slow walk into your intuition. It isn't a week-long, hey, you're going to be an intuitive. It isn't a 3-hour class that says, hey, guess what? Now you have the skills. This is a slow walk. It's like a waltz right into your intuition, because the intuition's there. Your intuition's always going to be there. Okay. Whether you deny it or not, it's always going to be there. It's your confidence level. It's your confidence level that brings you to where you need to be to feel you can use your intuition. So it is a really beautiful thing. And I am so humbled and blessed with such an incredible community of late bloomers, and they got the name late bloomers because that's what I did. I bloomed late. I considered myself a late bloomer intuitive, and that's how the group got its name. And you keep getting the hermit card, so maybe it's time to take a class, Nicker, and get out there and get moving. Whoop whoop. Yeah, Erin, I'm so pleased with Erin. I'm so pleased with Erin. Everybody that got on last night. We're going to have another one this month, because we had a lot of people that wanted to read and weren't able to read. So we're gonna we're going to have another class. But if you go to my mystical, I haven't even taken a first sip of my coffee yet. Mymysticallife.com. My Mystical Life. Let me put this up here. Mymysticallife.com. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Mymysticallife.com will take you directly. You can go hit the late bloomers tab, and that will take you to the membership as well. But there is a class that is available. If I had the link on me, I should have been more prepared. But and if you can't find where you need to go, please let me know and I'll get you there. So good morning, Christy. This is not a 5-minute morning, Christy. Okay. I got on newing. I even put makeup on. I knew I was going to be on. Good morning. Good morning. There's something outside. Okay. So the Kilmers are in the house. All right. So let us talk about intuition as well. But if you have a question about your own intuition, put it on here. And your 5th graders are in. You got to go take care of your 5th graders, Lori. If you have a question about your intuition, post it up here and we'll talk about it. Sounds like a plan. I really, really want to touch that button there. There's a button on my screen and I really want to touch it and see what it does. I'm so happy to have internet today. Yesterday was super sketchy. I want to give a huge shout out to Jennifer Vaughn. She ran and moderated last night's meeting because I was afraid I was going to lose internet, which I eventually did. But she moderated the heck out of that meeting last night. She did a great job. She may have gotten herself a job. She just don't know it yet. Anyway, so we're moving on. Good morning. We're going to Kansas City this weekend. We're changing the way we do our shows. So we're going to get a whole brand new huge display area so that we can also have people into our home to do shopping. So we have that happening, but we're not going to talk about crystals this morning because I needed a morning with y'all and not have to think about crystals. How is that? Okay. Everybody was so awesome last night. Everybody was so awesome. It was incredible. We are going to have another evening. It's just, intuition is a strong word. You know what? Here's the thing. We are all, like I said, all an intuitive. We have run the gamut of emotions. Some of us are older souls. Some of us are younger souls. It just depends. If everybody could share one time, I would love it. I would appreciate it. Danny, I see you. And in just a minute. Sue says, am I correct in thinking that those thoughts that pop into my head that appear to be random are my intuition poking you? Absolutely. You guys, your intuition pokes you all day long. All day long. It really, really does. When you are standing someplace and you just have a random thought about somebody that has passed away, intuition. And a lot of times this internal dialogue that we have to ourselves, that we talk to ourselves all the time, intuition. The best way to tell if it's your intuition there, you guys, is what are your pronouns? Are you saying I and me or you and we? If you're saying you and we, if you're talking to yourself, are you going to go, well, you shouldn't do that? Or are you going to say, I shouldn't have done that? So that's a huge, huge tell. It's a huge tell. But how many of you pay attention to it? How many of you have thought about that? How many have heard that the first time and had an aha moment? Throw a hand up in the air. Give me a whoop whoop. It's amazing when you start to look at things differently. And then, hi, Leslie. So I challenge you. When you're talking to yourself, it's hard to catch ourselves doing it, isn't it? It's hard to catch ourselves doing it. But when you do catch yourself doing it, now you're going to be like, holy crap, is that me or is it a guide talking to me, helping me along my day? It's really cool. Pennies from heaven are a real thing. When we have something just dropped in front of us and we're like, what the hell? My feed is not working. Oh, Jennifer, that sucks. There's so many things that happen. That's why the class is as long as it is, because we go through as a slow walk and we've picked apart everybody's gifts and try to figure out, and we do it as a collective. We do it as a collective. So we have our own collective, which is going to be collecting on a cruise in 2022, right, guys? So I'm going to talk about that really quickly, and then I'm going to talk to Lisa. Where is it? Here we go. Cruise with us. In 2022, at the end of February, beginning of March, we have a very affordable cruise that we're going to be going on. I know it sounds like an infomercial, doesn't it? But this is going to Tulum. It is going to Costa Maya. It is going to Cozumel. It's a 6-day cruise. I just happen to be the lead speaker on it on shamanism. So we are going to, oh my gosh, you guys. If you sign up for the cruise, yes, your messages are coming through, Erin. If you sign up for the cruise, make sure you say Lisa Fry or My Mystical Life. Lisa Fry is probably going to get you further faster. Because if you don't and you just get on the cruise, you're going to be like, hey, and then I'm going to be like, they didn't include you. So I didn't bring enough. So if you get on the cruise and you join the cruise, which is really affordable, you have a year to pay. I think someone told me that it is, Vicky McHale probably knows this. The basic was like $900. And that's, I think we're up to 30 some odd speakers now. So we have lots of intuitive conference going on all the time. And we have extra activities. My Mystical Life people will have extra activities going on where we have drumming circles, and we're going to be at Tulum doing some stuff off on our own too. So, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We were supposed to do this last year, but of course it didn't happen. So I love that. I love that imperfect shorty. I love her name. Hi, we have a lot of people on YouTube today. So shout out to the YouTube people. It's like 950 to 1200 depending on the room. Yeah. Oh, I got to do that today. I got to book my room today. So 1100. So it's basically 1200 for a balcony, double occupancy. But we have so much going on, and we have so many. We have like 10 people already that have signed up for My Mystical Life on the cruise. There's only 60 rooms available, you guys. So we might as well just take over. Let's just do it. Oh my gosh. So you have a year to pay, and you get only $100 deposit per person to get yourself into the room. And if you don't have a roommate, don't worry. We have that covered too. Linda Fortune, My Mystical Life. Hi, Linda. Linda's manifesting it. Okay, so Lisa, I want to talk to you this morning. I want to talk about the drum beat. I want to talk about, I don't know why I want to do this for you. It's almost, oh, I understand. Thank you so much. Archangel Metatron is like so strong for you this morning. Yes, Facebook is really messing up now, you guys. No understand my life. I want to talk about Archangel Metatron. And as I say that, I stepped away from the comment for a second, and they're like, no, come back. I'm not going to get her to do that. Do you, does that include taxes and gratuities? Yes, that is all inclusive. It does, no. Does that, yeah, that includes gratuities, doesn't it, you guys? Does that include gratuities? I think so. Vicky's booked, a couple people have booked already, and I think they know. They know. I'm sure they'll comment. I believe that includes everything. That's all inclusive, which is a really good deal. Okay, so I don't know if you have any potted plants, Danny. It's everything's included except for the booze. Everything, look at you guys. You're on it. You're like everything but booze. So we're spiritual, but we're not that spiritual. Okay. So, oh, come on. Look. Honey, I have a troll. Are you in a meeting? Matt, John, Psychic. I have a troll. Or do you want me to take care of it? Okay. I have a troll hunter on it. Go get a job. I got a job. I work. I put a lot of money in this. I work because I love it, not because I'm out there going, give me accurate readings. How often do you guys hear me do that? How often do you guys hear me advertise? other than teaching. I know, troll alert. I do. If someone asks me, do I do personal readings? Yes, I do. But I don't go out trolling other people. It's rude, and boy, is it discrediting. Anyways, bye bye, Matt. Yeah, Sam the Troll Hunter's on it. So. Oh, freaking rude. Okay, so I potted plants in the house, Danny. Potted plants. They want you to really ground, and the image that I was given for you. He's either on My Mystical Life or Late Bloomers. I'm restreamed. Tell me what feed he's on. If you're on. Okay. You're only getting some of the feed. It's because I'm restreamed out to multiple places. You're not going to see everything we're talking about. 12, 15, 54 per person total, includes. Vicky Rufus signed up. I need a list so I can like do the roll shout out. It's not on My Mystical Life. Must be Late Bloomers. But then I saw his name, so I don't understand. I've only shared to 2 places, so I don't know. I don't understand. So, anyways, potted plants. The original image I had here was he's on My Mystical Life. Metatron was like, she needs to go and smell the ground, and I'm like, I'm not going to get her to go outside and sniff the ground. I cannot see you going out and rolling around on the ground and sniffing the dirt. I just can't see it. Oh, I understand. Thank you so much. My Facebook is not refreshing. So as a shaman, I do something, and it's part of our training. I go to ground. And we think of like vampires going to ground, not too different. When I go to ground, I have a pod under my sacred tree when I'm doing shamanic work, and I feel the need to ground, that I will go within journey work, and I will find myself there. I will bring myself into this pod and rest. So instead of finding something to do on your meditation or your journey, however you go about doing it, take some time within your journey or your meditation to rest. He thinks he got him. Thanks, guys. So go to ground, go find a spot, and I know it sounds, and if you're claustrophobic, it really isn't that, it doesn't affect it that badly. So find a spot under the ground and just someplace that says, come to me and settle. And you need to recenter. And that's what they're talking about, is taking yourself back to center and relaxing. I lost people on the grounding thing. They're like, bury yourself in the ground. I'm talking about a meditation. Calm down. But I see you, Aaron. So I know that this sounds like it could be a little bit of a scary type of meditation for some people. Like, I'm going to go meditate and I'm going to go bury myself. Burying yourself really has nothing to do with death. There's not a lot of traditions that actually bury people. Most people are cremated, or there's the sky burial. I mean, it seems common to us because we do it, but take yourself to ground and chill, relax. Are you giving yourself, here's what they're talking about. You work. You're overly difficult with yourself. And I was going to say hard, but they actually say difficult because you're difficult with yourself. And then you go to meditate and you push yourself to do more instead of relax. Now, I'll go into a meditation every once in a while. I'll meditate within a meditation, and then I'll meditate again. 3 layers deep of meditation just to chill myself down. So give yourself a break. Meditation doesn't have to be, I have to go meet my guides. Meditation can be, yes, that's for Lisa about yeah, I'm talking to. Shiloh knows who I'm talking to. I have a hard time calling her Danny still. It's just I'm working on it. Yeah. So take the time. And if you guys have never meditated within a meditation, try it. It'll take you to a whole new level of, It is, always try to do more. We try to do more spiritual work within our meditation, right? How many of us meditate, um, and are not pushing ourselves in meditation? We don't have to go talk to our guides every single time. Meditation is about finding that quiet sometimes. It's just we're always so forward moving on our spiritual journey that we think we have to be doing something all the time, right? You're still trying to learn how to meditate? I'm sorry, Renee. I know, that's why I'm like, some people are disturbed by the thought of burying themselves in a pod while meditating. She's like, all I can think of is the pods and the body snatchers. Splain meditation within a meditation. Splain it. Splain it. So as a shaman, the first time I did it was spontaneous. I had no intentions of doing it. And I actually did this with Buddha. It was the first time I met Buddha within a meditation, which is amazing, you guys. So crazy. And I actually think I could probably do another channel session with Buddha for meditation. But I was walking along and I found this beautiful path, and I could do it right now, actually. Beautiful path, and this path went across this moated area, and it was just in the big circle, and it had another circle inside of that. And I walked to the center, and in the center, I met Buddha. And I was like, you get a little starstruck. You can't help it. You're like, oh, okay, something's happening. And he invited me to sit down. And as I sat down, he says, now quiet your mind. And I meditated within a meditation. And at this point, I was like, wow, you go so deep into meditation because now you've dropped the physical layer. You've dropped the physical layer, the physicality that's aware still of things out here. And now you're aware of this is so random information. This is all channeled, you guys. Because I didn't understand why you meditate within a meditation. I just know it was really amazing. So when you stop. When you are, okay, I'll keep my eyes open. Meditating, I got distracted. When you are meditating and you drop down into another meditation, I'm sorry, I almost dropped into meditation. I almost dropped into that. So when you're meditating and you drop down, you're walking along and you sit down and you meditate within that meditation, the first meditation you're in, you're aware of your physicality around you. Basically, there's still around you. Okay. But you're in your meditation now and you are walking along and you sit down to do that again. Now you're aware of the second layer of what's around you, not what's in your room, but what's in your meditation. Okay. So now you're aware of what's going on here on a heightened level. Now, if you go down another level, now this is where I've done a lot of extraterrestrial work, is when you're in that meditation and you go down another meditation, then you really become aware of really amazing stuff. Good morning, Tammy. So there's a lot of assistance that you can get for this. Burying isn't a bad idea. Shamans do it for healing purposes all the time, right, Isis? Binaural beats. Yeah, Vicky says binaural beats. I'm huge on YouTube for guided meditations. They are incredible. You can find a million on there. So I know it sounds like next level stuff, and it kind of is, but it is also the sense of giving yourself the relaxation moment to step away from purpose. It's a metaception, right? To step away from, I have to do X, Y, Z. Go in with the intent to sit down in your meditation and just listen to nature and see what happens. And you'd be surprised at how our guides know exactly what we need and take us there. I want to hear who tries this next time. I want to hear, like, I love the name Metaception. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, the binaural beats will reprogram your brain. If you are in the weekly intuitive class, you guys, yes. If you're in the weekly intuitive class, which is the private membership, everybody, if you're looking for new classes, if you're looking for a teacher, if you're looking for guidance and an affordable way to do it, $11.11 is what we charge to be a private member. Okay, we give there's 4 classes a month, and then we have, like last night, We had students get on and do readings on My Mystical Life right here. If you're on My Mystical Life on Facebook. We have twice a month chats where we get up and say, okay, well, I had a question about this class. Can you answer that? Blah, 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 blah. And we also building community. And then on the second part of the week, we always, Lisa Dudley, I need to talk to you. What is today? Shoot. Do you have time, Lisa Dudley, today? Okay. But on the second half of the week, on Fridays, we usually have a member spotlight where we talk to one of our members. We talk about their journey, their struggles. We have other intuitives that come on, and we talk about what they do with what they are in their intuitive journey. And we have giveaways. Oh, where's the giveaway? Here's me. I'm all about the classes. Okay, I wish they rocked 80s binaural beats. But each month we have a really incredible giveaway. Diana Bradley won last month's incredible giveaway. And then this is this month's incredible giveaway. Wait, look at look at the rainbows, you guys. Look at all those rainbows. This is the citrine sphere. Look at all those rainbows just showing up. And so if you're in the membership, you're always eligible for this. So you don't have to sign up or anything. It is all free stuff. We give away oracle cards and am I reading today? I was supposed to be. I'm just talking. I'm reading people here and there. So, Donna, there's no structure. There's no structure. But that's okay. That's the way it's supposed to go. So this is Diana. Did you get your invoice for that? For the shipping? This is the December giveaway, you guys. This is the December giveaway. This is citrine sphere. It's fairly large. We do story time. So this is that giveaway. So let's fire through some cards because I have been remiss this morning. Looks like center. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. I don't even know, but Sam's going to have to figure out what January's giveaway is. This citrine is he's such a smart ass. It is an organic process, isn't it? It's just whatever comes out. It is a very organic, and I love that you say that. So this citrine, as long as you're a member in December, and you're a member in good standing, the last day in December, you are in the drawing. Citrus sphere, say that 3 times. Citrus sphere, citrus sphere. Okay. So let's pull some cards. By the way, just letting y'all know, anybody that's been on the online store, these have been missing from the online store, haven't they? And I have so many people ask me where I get these cards. I have to tell you, we found them. We scored them. We have 8 decks coming of them. So only 8 decks. I know that people have been asked. They always ask where we get these cards. It is not the big deck. It's a smaller, easier to shuffle playing card size. Hi, Bradley. Hi, how are you? Hey, Brad. Could you or Heidi go to ourmysticalcrystals.com and fill out a profile? Here, let me put that up there. It has an S on it. ourmysticalcrystals.com. I need to take care of something for Heidi, I believe. Yeah, for Heidi. And I believe it's Heidi. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. If somebody could fill out a profile, that'd be great. I love it. Thank you. Make my life really easy. Okay. Marta, good morning. Are they in the store? They're not in the store yet. They're not in the store. We're waiting for them to come in. I'm just letting you know. We found some more last night, Nancy. We bought them all. This is, she created one. All right. I'll go check that. Thank you so much, Bradley. The magical times cards. So here we go. Facebook is having a lot of issues. I'm going to tell you, please look at the top of your page. If you are on Late Bloomers, Healers, and Intuitives, I cannot see your name. Therefore, you must put your name behind, or just type your name, and that will work too.
I just scored some more toothless. Figures.
Did you? All right, we have. Can you go?
Come through?
Your man come through. Can you go grab my toothless? He's not on my desk for some reason. So I'm going to tell you really quickly before I start pulling cards. The other thing that we have coming in, Sam just you got all your cards out and set up yesterday. Holy, I gotta stop. I know, right? So here is my toothless, you guys. Isn't he the cutest damn thing you have ever seen? Okay. The feed is literally broken. I know, you guys. It is not. It is. So here is toothless. He is out of black. Okay, he is Lisa Street. Yes, I can. Yeah, I know he's adorable. Isn't he so cute? He's so cute. I was so excited when I got him. I almost cried. It's whatever, right? So Sam just was able to order some, and we didn't think we were going to get any more. He is out of black obsidian. Tell everyone to move to YouTube. If you're having problems, move to YouTube. You guys, if you're having problems on Facebook, here is the YouTube. Really? Super crystals. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Here, if you're having problems, here is the YouTube address. Just go My Mystical Life. So, any idea on what the price will be on these?
$80.
$80. Black obsidian. He's cute as all get out. The detail on him is just too adorable, you guys. And then he's got his little wings. We do have a waiting list, not a waiting list, but we have a group of people that
I have
are already
5 coming. I've already got 1 spoken for.
He has 5 coming and 1 already spoken for. So they're $80. Okay. Yeah. Go to YouTube if you're having problems, you guys. Go to YouTube. And while you're there, just go ahead and follow, because that is where we're going to be doing the interview. Mr. Fry,
Interview with him.
I am the world's. They are going to be $80. They are obsidian, everybody. They are polished and matted obsidian. And just know that they are $80, and they are the cutest damn things I've seen. They only come in black obsidian. Yeah, I'm assuming that only.
Yes.
Okay. Can you go grab me my calendar?
They're expensive because number 1, it's a carving, and number 2, they're good quality pieces.
Yeah.
And so
carvings are super expensive. They just are. All right. So we're gonna. I'm actually I think my calendar's out there. Can you go grab my calendar? We are gonna do a thing, you guys. Since I am a horrible procrastinator when it comes to scheduling things, it's my subconscious. It gets in the way. We're going to say that Saturday the 2nd, well, people are going to be traveling that day. So we're going to go with the 9th of January. I don't know.
Out there is very vague.
I know. Out there is very, just a piece of paper and just a piece of paper so I can write down what I say. Okay. Okay. Sam found it. On January 9th. Thank you, my love.
Aye, Captain.
Okay. January 9th.
It's the day after the 8th.
It is the day after the 8th. I'm writing it in pen. I don't write anything in pen. We are doing the interview with Prince. It will be on YouTube. I don't know what he's talking about. Something about a ring. I don't know. Prince has a ring. I don't know what he's talking about. He's like, it's a ring. Purple. I don't know. Anyways, so on the 9th of January, we are going to be doing the Prince channel interview. So there you guys know. It will be a YouTube event. I will make it as a YouTube event so that everybody can sign up and get notifications. And you guys heard me say that it's my subconscious is why I don't book stuff. It really is. I still, every once in a while, I'm like, oh God, do I really want to do that? Ask me about pancakes, I don't know why I get this feeling in my, when I say anything about pancakes, I get this, asked about pancakes, I got this feeling in the back of my jaw. I don't know what the heck you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know. So you want the teacher's feedback too. What? What are you talking about? You would love feedback. I was on for quite a bit during your guys' reading last night after I was off. It is because not only is my internet funky, but so is our phone. We're not quite sure what the heck's going on out here in Egypt. Um, I can't even tell you guys. You can't comment. I wonder why. Other people are commenting. I don't know. I don't want to know anything, guys, because if I know anything, then I don't want to know anything about him. You guys did fabulous. You guys all did fabulous. Every one of you. And here's the thing. This isn't just about doing excellent readings, you guys. This is about learning how to handle feedback from people that you're doing readings for. I know that sounds like ego, but sometimes we run into people that respond to. And he's pushy. We respond to people's feedback, and it affects us because we're human. That is that part of us that we have a hard time stepping away from. So I know that for some people that may have, and all in all, the feedback from everybody last night was fabulous. All in all, it was fabulous. You're all excellent. And every once in a while, someone does get on and like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And that is also part of the learning process. So where do we learn? Anybody that's a student, where do we learn? Where do we learn if we are about our intuition? If you are a late bloomer, you know the answer to this. Where do we learn about our intuition? Feedback is so important. You're right, Damie. But where do we learn how to work with our intuition? In the nose, right, Erin? In the nose. We collect them. If we get a no, we go, excellent. Now I know that didn't work. How else am I supposed to collect that? How else am I supposed to decipher that information? Is with the nose. We learn from our mistakes. If people are saying, oh, you're great all the time, and then in the back of their mind, they're going, this person's crazy. I would much rather them tell me no. Right? You guys all did fabulous. And Jennifer, I'm pleased that you actually read at the end. I was so tickled because I was watching it. I'm like, yes, she just needed that confidence. And Jennifer moderates like a gangster, you guys. And she's great. She's great. She jumped out and moderated at the drop of a dime for me last night. It was great. 29 readings. That's amazing. So we learn in the nose. That's where we learn. Okay, so go over to YouTube, you guys. Look at all the people on YouTube now. Yay! Because Facebook, I'm telling you, Facebook is iffy. It's iffy. It just is. I will be setting, Jen is awesome. I will be setting this up as a Facebook event. I'll do it this afternoon. Now that it's written in pen in my calendar, I kind of have to do that. We also have some things I need to just do a reading. This is why we do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody, Facebook isn't working properly. I really appreciate everybody. I do. I love everybody. So you know what? I did say we were going to throw out some cards here. So let's throw out some cards, you guys. Let's do it. If you want a card, just say card. If you're on Late Bloomers, Healers, and Intuitives or Facebook that's glitchy, head over to YouTube because obviously Facebook is glitchy. I know we're not a fan of no. Hi, Mindy. How's your new home? Everybody throw out congratulations out to Mindy. She just moved into a new home. Also, happy birthday to Lori Spears. Yesterday was her birthday. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, Angela Maynard, I hope you're feeling better. Angela's just coming away from surgery. And your package is on its way. Sam says he found the dragon. He's just letting you know that he found Toothless. Well, we have where he bought this one from. The guy like doubled his price. So Sam had to go searching for somebody else. His main guy found them. So we need a new category in the LB community and fill it with lives of story time. Oh my gosh. I know, I can't help it. I'm sorry. It just happens. I knew this was not a 5-minute morning when I got out of bed this morning. I was like, it's not a 5-minute morning. Okay. All right. So let's scroll back up because the feed moved quick, everybody. You say cards, and everybody's like, shit, yeah, let's do this. Okay. So why do we do this, you guys? This is shotgun. I'm going to give you the card. I'm going to give you a very short reading. I want you to remember what the card is. So when you go to bed tonight, you can ask your guides for more in-depth information and help you on a soul level. So this is what we're doing. If everybody could share one time, it'd be fabulous. Okay. This is the only time I'm going to be on today. We will be on the road Friday night. We're going to Kansas City. We are going to have lunch in Kansas City. I can't remember the name of the place. It's by IKEA. There's a huge shopping center there, and I'm sure that there's some place to have lunch. So we're going to go have lunch there in Kansas City this weekend. So if you guys are by Kansas City and you want to do lunch, we are always, always happy to meet new people. And I know that we're probably going to be meeting Nancy Bulliard there because I haven't talked to her yet on Facebook. When I first got up this morning, it was too early to message anybody. So there we go. Oh, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay, moving on. What's MC? MC. MC. What's MC? MC. I don't know. Oh, I know we're not a fan of no, but when we're trying to learn how to use our intuition, we are. First one up is Caitlin Morse. Caitlin Morse. Only ask for a card one time, you guys, because, Master of Ceremonies, right? So, by the way, I want to point out really quickly before I do this, Isis Kilmer is in charge of, she jumped up and volunteered to do our once a month, we do an alumni gathering night where people get on and they practice read as well. So always appreciate Isis doing that. And Aaron is doing movie night. I think this movie night is Labyrinth, isn't it? I don't know what date it is yet. I need to start paying more attention and get that into the newsletter. The first one is Labyrinth, I believe. And it's all because, basically because we wanted to see David Bowie. But yeah, so we have things that are happening within our membership and our group and our community that are amazing. So let's start with Caitlin Morse. Caitlin, I want this card, you guys, has come up and up and up and up and up over the last couple of days. Okay, nature. But this is all about the heart for you. This is all about finding your rhythm, finding your rhythm with nature, not necessarily going out and rolling around in the leaves because you never know where the dog poop is, but make sure that I can't wait to see the comments on that one. It's a real problem though. But it's about your heart rhythm, your rhythm of your heart, that you need to find it. Listen to nature. Even if it's just the birds and sitting outside and rocking just a hot second, turn on some nature music and just find that quiet. They want you to find quiet in your heart a little bit. Okay, moving on. Brittany Love. Everybody wants God. Okay, this one right here. No, that one. Okay. Dignity. Brittany Love, it's about dignity. Also, I want to say this is about taking pride in the things that you see that other people don't see. When someone says, well, I didn't even notice that. Well, that's because you're very, very in tune and you're very observant. You're observant to the things that go on around you really, really well. Also, I want to talk about your clairaudient. So they say, hey, you should be working with that a little bit more because you're definitely a clairaudient. Michelle Ramsey. If anybody watched the readings last night, I did a 5-minute reading. When I want to roll with information, if I talked as quickly as my guides want me to talk, or try to push information across, it is scary how fast I can talk. Okay, this goes to Michelle Ramsey. I don't even know what the card is. Oh, pretty card. Awareness. This is all about your third eye. I think you have some, and I'm not saying that because the card's name awareness. As soon as I pulled this card and I moved it forward like this, my third eye sparked up. So it has absolutely nothing to do with the card, but it's all about awareness because I feel like actually there's somewhere underneath the underlying there is a mediumship ability for you. I really feel like you're able to reach to the other side, but you need to do some work on yourself first when it comes to your sacral and solar plexus chakra, loving yourself a little bit more and allowing that energy to come through. Dennis Casey. is next. And this is Dennis Casey. I'm telling you guys see me shuffling. Nature. We have, and you know why, guys? We have some things that are going to be happening within our solar system here shortly, within our celestial bodies that are, that are out there. We have some really incredible energetic movements happening in nature. So this is a big deal. And they're saying, I just felt a huge shift for you, Dennis. Like a huge shift, like not just like, I felt like I'm going to say that he needs a shift. I just felt my room shift. So you have some earth-shattering stuff coming as well, like aha moments where you have to take them in and understand that is okay to have an earth-shattering moment and change the way you view things. It's okay to have a new point of view. And people may look at you and go, well, how can you change your mind that quickly? You know why? Because you can. Because it's your energy. Okay, moving on. Jennifer Vaughn. Did I get Caitlin? Only ask one time, guys, because I will get so confused. Yeah, okay, got her. Okay. You trust me, I'll be, you ever see the Anchorman where he just reads whatever on the prompter? Sam's laughing in the other room. No, that was, what was that movie? No, that's not the Anchorman. Anchorman has Will Smith in it. Not Will Smith, Will Ferrell. Yeah. No, that wasn't Anchorman. We were
Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty. That's it. Bruce Almighty. Mm-hmm. Okay. Jennifer Vaughn. Jennifer Vaughn. This is perfect. This is all about last night for you, girl. Settle into your power where you feel comfortable. And that's when you're going to move forward and bring all that energy right to the center of yourself, right to that center and the point. You need to have that swirl of self-confidence going for yourself. And then all of a sudden, there you go. You were so confident last night. By the time you got done talking and handling everything, you were like, I can do this. I can handle this. And you did a wonderful job. So they're saying, make sure you're settling into your power, because that is where you're going to feel the most comfortable when you step out to do things. You need that boost. Okay. Vicky Roop. Moving on. Vicky Roop. I'm shuffling. I swear I'm shuffling. Awareness, Vicky. You have a guide that says you're on the cusp of something. I also want you to start writing things down. They want to talk about you. I don't know if you write journal or whatever. They want you to journal to create a new connection. They want you to journal some things that you have going on that you really need to pay attention to and be able to remember next week instead of just for the moment. So, and I don't know why next week is important, but they're talking about next week is going to be interesting. Don't know. Okay, let's move on. Shiloh. Whoever said would love a reading, please and thank you. I can't see who you are. I can't see your name. All I see is your comment. I don't know your name. So I'll pull you a card and just know that that's okay. I'm working on your energy. Shiloh. Be gentler with yourself. Like yourself a little bit more. Be kinder to what you say to yourself. I feel like you have a lot of angel guidance that's with you. And actually, I feel like you could actually do a little bit of interdimensional work if you wanted to do that. And I know that sounds like it's scary if you're not an intuitive, but if you don't feel intuitive, but we do it all the time when we engage our imagination, we work off into unicorns and dragons and stuff. That's interdimensional work as well. So just make sure that you're allowing your imagination to run wild, because that is where your most amazing things will happen. You guys, our imagination is such an integral part of our intuition that it's like seriously like 99.9% of it. So if you guys are letting your imagination go, you are sparking your intuition all the time. Okay, would love a reading, please, and thank you. This card goes to that person right there. I have a whole deck of cards, you guys, and I'm shuffling like crazy. The whole time I'm shuffling. Everybody's shuffling. Okay. Dignity. This is about dignity. Just know that some of the places that you have come from, some of the experiences that you've had, you've laid in front of yourself. When we look back at ourselves and we go, holy crap, why did I have to go through that? Guess what? You planned it. So make sure you understand that there's lessons in everything that you plan. Everything from the other side, we plan. Everybody we come back with, we know we're coming back with. There's a huge powwow on the other side where we're going, let's do this. That'll be fun. And it's all been planned. And moving forward through that with dignity is very important for you. Okay. Moonlight. This is for you. I am working. If you guys are having glitches on Facebook, please head over to YouTube. You're going to want to do that anyways, because that's where I'm going to do all of my channeling events, and that the first one is scheduled for January 9th. It is with Prince. So I've actually been sitting and chatting with him in meditations, trying to get geared up for this and get a really good tie and connection with him. And he has a really great sense of humor and a little bit of sadness to him as well. So yeah. Okay, head over to YouTube. This is for Moonlight. Moonlight, I love this for you. I want to talk, first of all, I want to talk about that white of the dragon. I want to talk about a dragon, first of all. Dragons I don't give out very often as animal totems. Animal totems of that level and that caliber are reserved for people that are masters on some level of something. And I don't feel like you've mastered anything quite yet in this lifetime, but it is something that you've done in past lifetimes. So I feel like when you go to the life in between lives and you're sitting up there and going, what are we going to learn this lifetime? I really feel like you just drop nuggets down for yourself and maybe big boulders as well to go over, so you can actually feel like you're helping other people along the way as well, because on some level you're a master of something on the other side. I know that's very vague, but hopefully when you go to bed tonight your guides will help you with that. But I also want to talk about the air aspect of this. I want to talk about your ability to help people understand things. Like, you have a really great way of wording things. You have a guide that comes forward and says, hey, let me help you figure this out. I have a great way to be able to tell people things so that they'll understand. And that is a superpower. So we're going to call that a superpower. You know, I don't call gifts powers, you guys, because they are not. They are just a given thing that we have. We all have them. If anybody calls themselves super spectacular for being an intuitive, or I wish you can't do what I do, or you shouldn't do this because you don't have the skills, I got to tell you, everything I do, you can do. I had people tell me, you can't do that when I first started. And here's me. Game on. I'm horrible about that. Maybe not so much my intuition. You should probably take it a little. I took the monster Metatron 2x4 to the head course, and just kind of had. It's funny because Metatron's like, oh god, whatever. But there's a lot of capability out there for everybody. We all have the access to do the things that I'm doing. And don't let anybody tell you that you don't. It is about figuring out the puzzle. That's what it is. It's figuring out how to connect the dots to create the picture to get the information across. That's the only difference between a successful intuitive and somebody that feels like they're faltering. They haven't figured out how to connect the dots yet. Honestly. And I think that's why I enjoy teaching so much, because I like seeing people's light bulbs come on. I like seeing people adjust their whole perception of who they are, who they were, into this whole new energy. I have a piece of mediumship coming through that is just so distracting. Somebody that passed away from a heart attack, and it's just distracting. They're really trying to get their point across. And they're really pushy. Really pushy. Like, I'm like, no. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Open wide this morning, man. I am open wide. So let's move on to Heather Shepherd. If you guys say card, I'm going to try and read everybody that says card. I am. Something tells me it's going to take a while. Okay. I do have stuff to do today. I've decided today I'm taking some time for myself, and I want to work on jewelry, but it's so bright in that area right now. So Heather, I want to talk about the flexibility. Also want to talk about this. What about this card is the throat chakra. I really, when I'm tapping into your energy, I get this throat chakra feeling like it's a little darker than it should be. I think you should be talking a little bit more about some of the things in life that are important to you. This is such a beautiful, beautiful card. Also, that fish really, really is getting me. I want to talk about some of the things that you need to release and let go of, need to be spoken about. Okay. I really feel like you need to be able to go, you know what? You're an asshole and that hurts. Or whatever it is that has affected you in the past that you need to speak about, needs to be taken care of. And the flexibility part of this is you have to be okay with talking. You have to be able to okay with, hey, that isn't my norm, and be okay with a new norm. sometimes release sucks, you guys. Crystal Husher. Crystal Husher. So annoying. Not you, Crystal. Okay, moving on. I'm manifesting Egypt for my husband and myself, Angela. So I'm going to have to talk to you about how to sign up. So I actually do that first step so that I am manifesting for myself. And actually, Sam and I are both manifesting it. But I want to be the one to pay for it. Right? Okay. But this is for Crystal Husher. I'd like to know what you're revolving in. I want to know what it is that is like, gosh, if I could do this one thing, oh gosh, I get that. Okay. If I could do this one thing, so many other things would be great. I used to say this to myself all the time. This is about movement, and this is about power in yourself. This is about creating your own new reality. I used to say this to myself all the time. And don't shoo me, guys. I don't want to hear about this later. If I was skinny, I'd be so much happier. All the time. It was something I said to myself 10 times a day. Why did you eat that? If you were skinny, you'd be so much happier. You'd be so much prettier. People would like you more. You would have this XYZ. And I did it all the time. My inner dialogue was horrible. And they're saying, what is it for you, Crystal Husher, that is stopping you from moving forward? What is it that you're saying? What's in your environment that's stopping you from moving forward to create what you go, if this was this, I would have that and I would be so much better off. It's an illusion. We create our own joy. Moving on. And that is what I have to say about that. B, I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to butcher that this morning. Sharon. I said it wrong. B. Okay, moving on. Right here. Oh, B. You need to find some silence in the soul. Find your sacred space. Create a space that you know that you can go to at any time and just sit down and be quiet. It's so difficult to find a spot in this lifetime that is quiet, isn't it? I have a chair right here that I'm trying to keep everything off of so that I can just go sit down and meditate. It's my one spot that I can go sit and meditate, and that's what I'm trying. And it's a struggle to keep the chair clean, but it's a sacred space for me, and I want to be able to sit there and do what I want to do. Create sacred space for yourself, whether it's inside, outside, in your car where you can shut and lock the doors. Find a spot to be quiet. Find a spot to be quiet. All right. Yeah, start with people. Vicky's so right. And I know this is way, 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 way behind. Start with people you don't know to read. Reading is so much more difficult for people you know. That's why when we're in the last couple weeks of our class that's starting in January, go to mymysticallife.com to find out more. But when we are in the last weeks of our class, we pull in people. We pull in strangers. And it's so funny because I kind of put them under the bus sometimes. But we pull in strangers that people don't know to read because we have created such a tight community by the time we get to that last two classes that we know each other. And then we need to be able to read strangers because that is where you really get the good no's, right, guys? And I have to say, not many people get no's. Mm-hmm. That's because they have that confidence. Okay. Angela Maynard. Angela, I think we've talked about this before, but you really need to be engaging your intuition a little bit more. It's going to create some change and some flow in your life a little bit more. They want to talk about your clairaudience and your clairvoyance and this just right behind the eyes kind of thing. I just feel like, but I also get this feeling as if you don't need to do this until you're better, because as I'm talking about this, or like it could make you a little bit unbalanced in your physicality and you'll feel a little woozy. So they want you. I swear I do not pick these cards. I swear, you guys. So this is, of course, sitting and settling into your power and bringing in all elements of your life that are going to create the balance to bring you to where you need to be, and health being one of them. So I know you've taken a really great step towards being healthier with this, with what you're going through right now. So you're going to be balancing some other things out. And then once you get all of these aspects of your life balanced, boom, that's when it's going to happen for you. You're going to feel like you just got so much connection. You have so much connection that it's just like, whoo. Okay, Marie, can I get, I'm not doing love readings right now. Sorry. Yay. Hi, everybody. Hi. You guys see, generally, I don't do love readings. I will give you, here's why. Here's what I do. I come on and I'm going to give you exactly what your guides want you to know. And what you may think you need to know may not be it. So I'm always going to give you exactly what your guides want you to know, not what your guides need to know, not what you want to know. It's a big difference. Big difference. Okay. Let us go with Diana Bradley. I don't know how I'm going to get through all these because I know I'm like way behind. I'm like 75 comments behind. Right here. Reconciliation. This is Diana Bradley. This is about loving your inner child, loving yourself, loving your environment, loving all those in your family. But it really has something to do about a situation that they're talking about from when you were younger. There was a situation when you were much younger that you can kind of look back at and go, I wish I hadn't done X, Y, Z, or I wish so-and-so would have had a better relationship with me. This is a reconciliation about that, because those moments, while we may reflect upon them, they still carry energy. So let go of that energy and just know that you're a beautiful person and we love you. Okay, moving on. Brittany Love. I don't know how I can do all this, you guys. I'm going to try. I'm going to do as much as I can. I'm going to work here. I'm going to do this for another a little bit of time. Okay, I can't set times. You guys know how that goes. I didn't bring the timer in this morning. Okay, this goes for Brittany Love. Step forward with integrity. Integrity is so important. Also, I want to talk about the archangels work with you. You have a really good sense of right and wrong. Make sure you follow your guides on that, because they're really trying to lead you in the right direction at all times. Okay, moving on. Michelle Ramsey. I'm working, guys. Oh, here we go. Michelle Ramsey, confidence. Make sure you have the confidence to move forward boldly. Some things that may seem like they're out of the realm of possibility for you are just a word away. Ooh, your guide says that. Just a word away. Just a word away. You have a really vocal guide that's trying to talk to you constantly. Vocal. A male guide. And not like USPS, but like male. Moving on. Okay. Tammy Emmett. Be specific, Bob. Okay, thought I dropped one. Okay, let's see. Tammy Emmett. Right there. Okay, thank you. Another confidence. Confidence, not only in your decisions, but in the way you act them out as well, and the way you move forward. Make sure you're always acting confident, even when you feel like you're jelly on the inside. Make sure you're moving forward in confidence, and then that's when things start to feel more real, and they start to manifest, and they start to manufacture in the way you want them to. Hope that helps. Facebook user with the sunflower and little prayers. Can't see your name, but I'm going to pull you a card anyways because I love your little sunflower. Okay, moving on. I have a whole deck of cards. I'm going to have to get another deck maybe. No. This is about self-esteem for you. This is about self-esteem moving forward, and they actually show stepping off into darkness and being okay with that, and being like, you know what, I may be doing something new. I may be doing something totally different for myself, but it's okay to be able to step off and do something different because I am worthy. That's a big word for you. That's a big thing. I need you to use the mantra, I am worthy. I am worthy. Boom. Okay, so make that a thing. If everybody could like and share, that'd be fabulous. If you're on My Mystical Life, please like the Facebook page. If you're on YouTube, click the follow button. I think it's a follow button, because we're going to be doing YouTube events from there. So make sure that you are signed up. Okay. I need to get on TikTok. I was told I need to get on TikTok, and I just feel too old for TikTok. But I'm going to do it. So when I do get on TikTok, I'll let you guys know. I don't even know what the hell to do. I'm like, I have no idea. No idea. Whatever. Okay, moving on. Lisa Street. This one? Okay. You know, I swear I don't get to see the other cards very often. Here's another one about action. I'm listening to see if we got a delivery, because if we did, the dogs are going to go nuts. Hesitation. This feels like a hesitation and on a deep level as well, like almost holding your breath, as if you're just going, holy crap, I don't know if I can do that. What? And I don't think this is something that you've actually had happen yet. I think this is a coming thing. I think this is something's going to come up and you're going to be like, I have to do what? Well, that's not fair. Okay. Just move into it. Step forward. Make it happen. I'm not going to do that. You have a guide that's like really funny, and she comes across like this Brooklyn accent. It is just really funny, and she has some things to say, but I'm not going to say them on here. You guys, some of our guides are crass. She's crass. She says, make it yours. Just go forward and do it. Okay, Jamie Ellen. Jamie Ellen. Oh, that one? Okay, fine. It's not a monkey. Jamie Ellen. Confidence. Circulating confidence and your power. Bring your elements together. You're supposed to be working with more than one Claire. If you feel like you're faltering, here's a great pearl, you guys. And this is all about this card right here. Here's a great pearl. This is not Hollywood. Okay. I was so disappointed that this doesn't work like medium. Honest to God. I thought that this is going to be the coolest thing on the planet, where you just walk in and there's like dead people talking to you and you're going to give you messages and it's going to be easy. Guess what? This is a hunt and peck kind of situation and trying to figure it out. So you have to pull from more than one Claire sometimes to get messages. And that is perfect, because not everybody has the Claire that they think they should have, right? You're clairaudient. There's a lot of clairaudience on here today. A lot of guides are talking this morning. But you're also, I actually feel like there's a taste event every once in a while as well that might be like, what the heck was that? Which is clairgustance. But you have a couple dynamic clairs. So we're not always going to be clairvoyant, you guys. Being an intuitive doesn't mean, or a psychic means you're going to see everything. We get so much information. They're saying fish from your other clairs. Whew, Jean Bessio. I have no idea. I'm telling you guys, I know I'm like 100 cards behind, and I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. I should have a team on here for this. Okay. Jean Bessio. Okay. Let's get a new card. Could we do a new card? A new card. This one? Is it a new card? Let's see. It is. Awesome. Pilgrimage. You're on a spiritual journey. Definitely on a spiritual journey. That is like, I also want to talk about Archangel Metatron is like pushing you forward a little bit. I don't know if you work with him or if you're aware of him, but he comes across as sacred geometry. So when you start to see a lot of patterns, I'm not talking about angel numbers either. I'm talking about patterns in doilies or snowflakes or sacred geometry in anything, in any form, is Archangel Metatron. But I do know that this is all about a spiritual journey and it's about connection. So move forward on it. If you have something that and they're talking about education, if there's something you want to work forward towards, take it. Just take the plunge. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking to see how far behind I am. Yes, Isis is coordinating those practice sessions. She's amazing. Okay. The movie night is Saturday at 6:30 Pacific. David Bowie in a codpiece. Hey, don't be hating. It don't matter. This Saturday, I'm going to be on the road. Mm-hmm. We'll see if we can get connection. So it's this Saturday night within the Late bloomers intuitive. I might have you open that up as well to the membership. I don't know. We'll talk. Okay. I'm scrolling through to see how far behind. I am so far behind. It's crazy. Bruce Almighty. That's how far behind I am, guys. I just saw Bruce Almighty. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. I don't want to know what he did. I don't want to know what he did. I want to know nothing about Prince. This is going to be total channel. I don't want to know anything about him. I don't want to have any of my thoughts in there. Connecting the dots is fun. Yes. I would go to YouTube and click follow so you know when there's an event that's scheduled. So I'm going to do this piece of mediumship because whoever this is for, I believe is still here. Hi, everybody. I'm still not to the bottom. Oh, Nancy, I'm so sorry about your friend's pup. No, Mart, I didn't skip you. I just wasn't that far down yet. I was like only within the first very little bit. Okay. You just tried to find me on YouTube. Let me see if I can. Nope, I can't do that. I can't do both. I don't. Oh my gosh. If you have Snapchat, one of the filters makes you a cartoon. It's the best filter. That's the one I want. It's the one I want. But I don't know. I don't have Snapchat. How do you do Snapchat? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. Let's see. I am. What is. I didn't know I could block somebody on Facebook from here. That's awesome. Good to know. Okay. So what was I going to do? I don't know, but I'm going to go look at Snapchat for that. Shit. Oh, mediumship. I was going to mediumship. Okay. Here's the rules of mediumship. I really feel like I have someone here that is really insistent upon coming over. So we're going to do just a little bit of mediumship. So here's the rules. We have rules. The rules are, I want to know nothing. If you think it is, if you think it is for you, don't tell me don't tell me anything about them. Okay. I don't want to know. I don't want to color what I have coming across by somebody else's comments. So I just want to give you raw information. So don't tell me anything. Yes, no's, and I don't knows. It's okay if you don't know information. If I give you 5 pieces of information and only one matches, what is going on? With that. January 19th is Prince on YouTube. What? Does anybody else see this? Thank you. I'm going to delete him. I didn't know if it was somebody's friend or something like that. I got rid of him. Okay. I reported him. Block user on Facebook. Okay. So I think I got him. Okay. So if you don't know the information, that's okay. But if I give 5 pieces of information, only one match, who you think it is, that's not your person. Okay. It has to really take most of this, right? It has to take most of it. So yes, no's, and I don't knows. If you think that this person is yours, just give me a yes. And if I say this person drove this color car, you can say yes, car. So I know what you're yesing for. Okay. So I do want to say that I feel like, let me take my shoes off. I want to say I feel like this person is passed away while they were older. They were much older. And I feel like it was a female, and my husband brought me something. Did you make egg drop soup?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's lava hot. Thank you. So I feel like this is an older woman, and I feel like she might have had an issue where she was bent over. I feel like maybe at one point she had broken hip, but I feel like she might have passed away from a heart attack. I know it's a lot of information. Who can take all that information in one lump? Can anybody take that? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Ow. Can anybody take all that information? So I have an older woman, elderly. I feel like she had broken a hip at one point or a femur. It was a major break on a pelvis or a femur or a leg, something like that. She had pain in one side and she passed away from a heart attack. She would have been stooped over a little bit stooped over. She's spunky. It's the heart attack that she keeps talking about. I don't know if there's chronic heart issues in the family or a glitch of some sort in the family. Can anybody take that? So far I have 2. 3. Have to be able to take it all. She says this, you have to be able to take all of this. It is a something broke in the hip, a leg of the top of the leg, like the femur. The person had a heart attack and that's how they passed away. They would have had some scoliosis, not scoliosis, but they would have been stooped over and they were older when they passed. Okay, we have Tammy, we have BA, and we have Denise, and we have Melissa. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is she used to hit people with a cane. Like she was very prideful, but I feel like she had a cane with 4 prongs on it, maybe. She talks about golf balls. I don't know. She talks about, not golf balls. What are those things? Tennis balls. She shows a cane, and then she would pop somebody with it. I don't want to know anything about anybody. I just yes, no's, and I don't knows. And she liked to say shit. As she got older, I don't think it was a younger thing. I think she said shit. Like she would hit somebody with shit or call somebody a shit. Did we take that? She's spunky. Also, I feel like this person may have had a stroke event. It was not the end of life event. It was a stroke event that they'd had earlier in life. A little earlier in life, not a lot earlier. Okay. And there also might have been a breathing issue as well. I feel like there's a decreased capacity to take in oxygen. Decreased capacity for oxygen. I don't know if it actually, I'll tell you what it feels like to me. I feel like it was, her body was forward so much that when she would try to stretch, it would expand this area here and it would hurt. So it was just easier to stay crunched in a little bit. Like I feel like her shoulders were pushed forward a little bit like this. So, who can take all of this? Who can take all of it? So we have an older woman passed away from a heart attack, broke a hip or top of the femur area. She passed from the heart attack. I feel like she had a little bit decreased ability to breathe because it hurt to take in a great big deep breath. She talks about a cane or something along those lines and hitting somebody. There was a tennis ball and she liked to say shit. So I have Denise Brock and Tammy Ammett. Something about a stick shift car. Can somebody take something about the stick shift? Maybe she taught somebody how to drive, or she drove a stick shift. She had a car she liked that had a stick shift. Can somebody take that? Hey, just because you can doesn't mean you need to. That's the dog, by the way. I don't feel like she whacked people with it. I think she would just, yeah. It's a little black car. It's a black car. So this is a probably the image I get for this piece of information. This is why okay, I don't knows are okay, you guys. The piece of information I have for this is grinding gears, a little black car. Oh, okay, thank you. Maybe there's a picture of her standing next to a black vehicle, older, probably 40s model, 40s or 50s model. It would be later. It would be 50s, rounded, very rounded. It was a nice looking vehicle, but it might be a black and white photo. It's definitely a stick shift. I know she cussed the stick shift a lot. I hear grinding gears. Okay. So we're at Denise and Tammy. So let me see. So there's a song. Hold on, let me get the song. Something about flowers in the hair. Something about flowers in the hair. I know there's a song about it. It's a movie. I'm having a hard time bringing this across. It is. I know that there's something about either a movie or a song that has to do with flowers in the hair. And like, I don't know, putting a flower behind the ear, almost like a headband kind of thing. Can anybody take that to hold her hair back? Or it just feels like there's something in her hair. I'm just trying to narrow this down. And I get a letter. I don't do this very often because I'm horrible at letters. I have no problem telling you guys when I'm bad at something. I have the letter H. I don't know if letter H has anything to do with anything. And something about a smell. Something about a smell. I don't know if it's a pleasant smell or a not pleasant smell. I don't know. It's so vague. So vague. There's a smell. All I do is I get when I know that there is a smell involved, a Claire involved with smell. Okay, we're going to go back to that. Okay, we're going back to this. We're going back to this. Who has a issue in the family with heart disease? She wants to talk about issue in the family with heart disease. Between Denise and Tammy, who has in the flowers in her hair. Tammy has that flowers in her hair. Between Tammy and Denise, who has a history of heart issues in the family. BA, I don't think that this person actually whacked anybody with a cane. I think she would point out things with her cane. I don't know if she actually hit anybody, but it was like a threatening kind of thing. Does anybody have acid reflux between the three of you guys? Two or three? This is such vague information. And I'm like, really? Come on. Because she's talking about what could feel is like a scare is actually a little bit of acid reflux, like knowing that it's there, knowing that there's a history of this in the family, that there's more acid reflux than there, you would be scared of something like that. Does that make sense to anybody? This is between Tammy, Denise, and BA. I understand. Thank you. I'm going to give you the most odd piece of information. Does any of you get acid reflux that doesn't come up the esophagus but gets trapped in a lung? Lung issues, hard time taking a breath. I understand. Most of the times acid reflux comes straight up and we feel it in the burning, right? Sometimes acid reflux goes to a lung. Does anybody get that? And I'll tell you how I know that's what that information is in a second. Okay. So I don't generally do this, but I really think I know who this is for. So I'm going to ask Denise. Denise, do you ever get chest pains on like right here? Do you ever get chest pains right here? One side or the other? Coffee's gone. And it's just like a scary thing. Yeah, most people get it in the throat. Most people get acid reflux up this way. Okay. And the reason I really feel like it's for Denise. And the reason I asked that, Denise, is because a lot of people, when they're stressed, they get this pain right over here. Okay. And that can be a form of acid reflux, believe it or not. And the reason I know this is because that's that limited form of breathing. When you have that, it hurts to breathe. But it is where the stomach gas goes and it actually gets trapped up in the top lobe of the lung. And it's very vague. You don't feel like it's acid reflux. And the only reason I know is because I've had it. And I thought I was having a heart attack and I had chest pains and I went to the doctor for it. And they were like, you have acid reflux. I felt like a moron. But oh yeah, it hurts. It hurts. Can you understand what I'm talking about with that? Because I think I know where this message is going. I just want to clarify. I've had it, and for them to, it hurts. Oh my gosh, it hurts too. I mean, you just sit there and like, oh my gosh, and you think you're dying because you're having chest pains, right? So, but I'm waiting to see if she can. Okay, all right. So here's what I need to tell you. This is the message, and I know this is the roundabout. It takes forever to get there, you guys, and I just want to make sure I'm always talking to the right person. Oh, great. We have another troll. How are we getting trolls? It's on My Mystical Life, and it's this Ifaleary, bang, bang, bang. That person starts with an IFALERE. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So that's not me making fun of somebody, kind of. So you have a pulmonologist. Okay. I need to let you know that it's good that you have a pulmonologist, but some of the things that you worry about are not going to be as serious as you think they are going to be. And that it is okay, that you are loved and followed and guided. And just, I know some people see them, some people don't. I actually just clicked the blocky thing on Facebook. I don't know if it did it or not. It's my mother. She died of congestive heart failure at 80. Okay. I'm so sorry, but just know she's with you. And sha-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na. That's where they come from, you guys. So just know that she's with you, and that some of the things that you're going to worry about because of the history in the family are not going to be as significant as you're going to worry about. So take some of the worry back. Always go take care of yourself with the doctor and everything, but just know if it's serious, your mother's going to let you know. If it's serious, you're going to really feel like, okay, I've got to go to the doctor, and you'll know that she's watching your health with you. Okay. I hope that's helpful, because I mean, she really, when she started talking about this restricted breathing, and you don't want to stretch like this, I should have known what she was talking about. But it just takes a hot minute sometimes for me to connect the dots. Yeah, he's still there. Oh, now he's got a new name. Now he's got a new name. It says I can block him, but I'm not quite sure if it does it or not. We're working on the trolls, you guys. That's when you know when you're hitting a lot of people, is when the trolls show up. Oh, you just found out your son, her favorite grandchild, has corona during this session. Okay, there we go. Just know that some things are going, if you have to be worried, you're going to know. Okay. Obviously she wanted to come forward and talk about health. Just lots of love, light, energy, all that good stuff. Make sure you're pushing positivity that way. And it's going to be okay. He's on Facebook, but I blocked him. I'm not sure if that blocks everything. I don't know if it goes through and is successful. So I'm glad she came through to tell you it's going to be okay. All right. She's there. She's there. That's what I can tell you. I can't tell you everything that's been flowers, sunshine, and roses. What I can tell you is she's there. Okay. All right, guys. With that, I've been on for a long time, and we have been on long enough that we have brought in the trolls. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. I'm going to let you all go. January 9th, we are doing Prince, you guys. Love you dearly too. Love you dearly too. Hey, stop doing that. So we're going to go, and January 9th, we're going to do Prince. It'll be a YouTube event, so you guys can see it on YouTube. And since we're drawing in the dregs, we're going to go. Everybody have a wonderful afternoon. We are going to be in Kansas City this weekend. Hopefully it is not going to snow too bad, but we're going to pick a place to have lunch, and we'll put an open invite for you guys out there if anybody's in the area and they want to attend. So it'll be fun. All right. Talk to you guys so much. You guys are all wonderful. You're beautiful. You're intuitive. You are divine. You are blessed. And as Sam would say, if he was standing right here, right? May the light be with you always. Bye, guys.